changing direction while dribbling can be tricky. And if you can't do this successfully, you're going to give up the ball, and you may give up goals too. So in this video, we're going to fix that. This is a series we're doing on skill moves you can use to change direction while dribbling so that you can get away from any defender. In each video, we're going to go over a new skill move, and then we're going to give you 3 dribbling drills you can do to practice that skill. And we'll also make sure you don't end up like this. Let's get into it. The first move we're going to go over is the L-turn, or the L-drag as it's also known. The L-turn is one of the best moves you can use to change direction and get away from an opponent. Let's go over some of the reasons why this skill is so important for players to master. First, changing direction while dribbling. Mastering the L-turn will give you an effective way to turn out of pressure. Top players use this move to change direction and set themselves up to dribble, pass, and shoot. And this move is not just for attacking players. Defensive players use this move in all parts of the pitch to help transition their team from defense to offense. So this is a move that will help every player, no matter what position you play. And one more thing on changing direction. Being able to receive the ball and turn away from defenders is one of the most important skills to develop. Now, I did an in-depth video on turning with the ball that you definitely need to check out if you're trying to improve your game. I'll post a link to that video in the description below. Now, you can change direction by cutting the ball in front of your body, but that can leave the ball exposed for a defender to reach in and take it off you. A better way to change direction under pressure is by using the L-turn. This is because you're dragging the ball behind your leg when you're changing direction, which makes it harder for a defender to reach in and take the ball. If they do reach in, they are much more likely to foul you than if you tried cutting the ball in front of your body. The L-turn gives you another option to change direction while protecting the ball if the situation calls for it. And third, confusing defenders. If you get really good at this move, you'll be able to surprise and confuse defenders with it because it will be hard for them to know which way you're going. You can also get very creative and use the L-turn to pass the ball to your teammates and potentially set up a goal-scoring opportunity. Mastering this move will help you become more unpredictable on the pitch, which will help your team score more goals and win more games. Now let's go over the technique you need to do this move, and then we'll jump into some drills. To do an L-turn, you drag the ball back with the sole of your foot, and then before you take your foot off the ball, drag it behind your standing leg at a 90-degree angle and back in front of you. In this first drill, all you need is a ball and open space. You're going to dribble around and do the L-turn as many times as you can with both feet and going in every direction. This drill is very important for you to get the technique down so that you are better able to use this move when you come up against an opponent. So make sure you are taking your time and not trying to speed through the drill. Be sure to take small, tight touches to keep the ball under control and to not let it get too far away from you. If you're not keeping the ball under control, defenders will definitely be able to reach in and take it off you. So make sure you're focusing on that. Again, you want to make sure you're doing the L-turn with both feet. You do not want to only be able to use this move with one foot, as that will limit your dribbling options in a game. In this second drill, you are putting 2 cones or anything else you have, such as shirts, bottles, or bags, about 10 to 12 steps apart from each other and about 10 steps from a wall. You're going to start at one cone and pass the ball against the wall. When it comes back to you, take a touch to control the ball and then do the L-turn at the cone. After doing the L-turn, dribble towards the other cone and do the same thing, going back and forth. This drill is so great because you are practicing 4 skills in the same drill: your passing, your first touch, your dribbling, and the L-turn. So make sure you are not just focusing on getting the L-turn down, but at the same time you're making sloppy passes or your first touch isn't good and the ball's getting away from you, or you're not taking small tight touches when dribbling between cones and you're losing control of the ball. Take this opportunity to improve in all of these different aspects, because all of these skills are absolutely necessary to you becoming a better player. In this last drill, we are making a big zigzag pattern, placing the cones or markers about 10 to 12 steps apart from each other. You're going to dribble towards the first cone, and when you reach the cone, do the L turn. The L turn should put you in the direction of the next cone, which you will then dribble towards and do the same thing until you reach the end of the pattern. This drill is really important because you are dribbling towards the cones as if they are defenders. You want to make sure the ball is not hitting the cones when you're doing the L turn. So if you have to stop before doing the move at each cone, then do that. As you should be doing in all of these drills, start off slowly and take small tight touches when dribbling from cone to cone. Keep the ball under control and away from defenders. As you get better at doing this drill, you can try to pick up the pace. And there you have it. This is part 1 in our series on dribbling moves to help you change direction while dribbling. Now, if you're wondering what makes players like Messi or Mbappe such good dribblers, then you should check out my other video where I go over what you need to become a top dribbler, and I give you 3 drills you can do to work on that skill. I'll put a link to that video in the description below. If you found this useful, please like the video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any other skills tutorials. Thank you so much for watching. This is Footy Made Easy, and we'll see you next time.